I bet you have seen this cream on social media for quite some time, and by this time, you probably have seen the good reviews and the not so good reviews. Because frankly speaking, no matter how well formulated, how good a product is, it does not sit well on every person's skin the same way. For me personally, this did not work out so well for my hot and humid climate, but still, I'm not ruling out this formulation completely. And in today's discussion, I'm going to dive deep into discussion with Dr. Althea Ramachandra, who is a double doctorate in pharmacy and analytical chemistry, has a wealth of experience in pharma and biotech, and not just that, she owns her own skincare line in the name of Epilinks, which is meant for people with very sensitive and chronic skin conditions. And she's someone who knows these formulations inside out more than any influencer, any content creator. So let's get into this discussion with Dr. Althea Ramachandra. This went viral. Formulation does seem promising, the way they have explained it, and the way, of course, Dr. Althea, the branding, and 345, the number representing different ingredients. This formulation, it looks impressive, but somehow it did not work for my weather at all. Like it felt too sticky, too heavy, especially in the daytime. I don't think I was able to use it. I do use it at night, but not all the time. Like I would reach out for it sometimes, and I use it sparingly. From a formulation perspective, what is making it not sitting well in a humid climate?
When I looked at the ingredients, and I have the ingredients in front of me, they have, like when you look at the nourishing, they're number 4, it's obviously ceramide, it's panthenol, but they also have, in the cream formulation, they have a lot of silicones, So they have, I wrote it down, cyclohexasiloxane, hydrogenated polydecene, so hydrogenated poly 6, 7, 14 oil. So it's all heavy silicones, which feel great when you put it on, right? It's that gliding feeling. And in a very dry climate, it's actually good. It just kind of sits on your skin, doesn't move, doesn't let anything in or out. So I'm not against silicones at all. But in a very humid climate, what happens with silicones, they just, boom, evaporate. So basically, you just don't even feel that it did anything to your skin with those silicones. And because they have all the ceramides, it's a good, but it's quite heavy formula. So, and you like, especially in a humid climate, more lightweight moisturizers, I think that's why it felt a little bit more heavy when you apply. It didn't feel it did much because it just kind of evaporated, the silicones. Plus, maybe some of the active ingredients, because some of these active ingredients are all water-based. So they also may, if you don't put anything else occlusive on top, they may just didn't even have time to enter your skin. They talk about great like niacinamide, resveratrol, that's all great ingredients. But if they don't penetrate your skin, and you have something that kind of keeps them in, then at the end, they don't really will do any work. In the evening, maybe when you clean your skin, you put your serum, you put this cream, you go sleep. That's why maybe it feels slightly better. It feels like it does something. But when I really looked at the ingredients, and of course that's my take, I haven't tried it, it has a lot of those synthetic emollients. That's probably why you felt it's kind of was sticky, because they're usually sticky silicones, kind of sticky.
Okay, interesting. So what in a formulation, a silicone formulation, would make it matte, doesn't feel as heavy and sticky?
If I would call something body repair cream, I would definitely put some good non-comedogenic waxes in there and white purified petrolatum.
Okay.
And usually when I put that, like I'll know for our body cream, we would put that in there, obviously niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and we put emollients, and we put dimeticon in there also. It feels like it absorbs into the skin, and it's very matte finish. And it is, because we know that white petrolatum is non-comedogenic, and it's super, like it's wound repair, it's barrier repair. With those emollients, with those silicones, there's other occlusive ingredients that basically make it all absorbed quicker and more pleasant feeling.
Okay.
In a humid weather, even though maybe it's counterintuitive, I would also still use petrolatum-based cream formulations, or like really gel-based, like water-based, and then silicone just in a very small concentration. So I think you're absolutely right, because when I go with the same cream between those different weathers, that's exactly how I feel. When I put something that feels good here, it kind of sits on top of my skin in a warmer, humid climate, and then I don't feel anything. It's kind of like greasy and sticky.
When a product goes viral, so let's say this was developed in Korea, maybe for
Yeah,
Korean people, but
yeah,
because it went viral and everybody wants, chasing after that Korean glass glow skin,
yes.
how often does that mismatch with who it was originally designed for?
I think almost always.
Always.
I think if it was developed specifically, which I think it was, they've developed it originally specifically for that climate, for that specific skin. And TikTok, it goes viral and everyone wants it. Like, it's the whole slugging. Everyone wants it, but it's not for everyone, right? Even though I love TikTok, I would be very careful with the whole virality and who is telling you this.
So that means like every product that goes viral may not be sitting well in another geography or in another climate, another skin
Yes,
type.
and like you said, you need to look what type of skin do you have, where do you live, etc. Do you have sensitive skin, sensitized skin, oil products? It's like there's so many things that, and I feel like when it goes viral, it's almost like they need to tell you like if you have this and this and this type of skin.
And that is all for today's video. Do let me know in the comments what other products you want us to dive deep into. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.